So I went ahead to ask ChatGPT, what are the trending videos online, and it went ahead to list a couple of them, and I found out one that stood out specifically, or the one that caught my attention immediately, and I went ahead to check it out. It was trending on TikTok for the most part, and I went ahead to check, and guess what I found out? The trend dates them till you hate them, and these were women. I mean, most of them were women. I mean, saying date them or advising their fellow women to date men or boys till they hate them, and that's struck a chord with struck a chord in me, and I'm like, why would someone have such kind of mindset? And a lot of people, even innocent and naive ladies or young girls, might even come across that kind of video and will run with that mindset. And so I thought to share my own 2 cents on the matter, especially for Christian girlies, ladies, women, whatever category you fall into. I thought to share my own 2 cents, my opinion, while I think that it is wrong or what is wrong about that trend. So if that sounds interesting to you, keep watching. Hello everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time coming across my video, you're welcome. My name is Grace and this is Blown with Grace. On this space, I talk about everything faith, purpose, relationships, lifestyle, every awesome content that gets to inspire you and ensure that you live a purposeful life. So if that sounds interesting to you, I want you to join the community by subscribing, like this video also so that it can reach more people. And if you're a returning subscriber here, you're welcome back again. Thank you for always tuning in. Now let's talk about the trend date them till you hate them. And I specifically want to come at ladies, especially Christian ladies, Christian girls in this particular video. What does this particular trend actually mean? Literally, like exactly how it sounds. It means you see a guy, find a guy who toasts you or asks you out, and then just jump into the relationship. Let's just go with the flow, even when you know that the person is not right for you, the person is not good enough for you, but you just go with the flow. And when the love that you think you have for the person, when it vanishes, when patience runs out, when the interest is no longer there, when the butterflies are no longer there, you can easily always walk away. So basically, this trend is basically saying that you see dating as a casual hobby, like something you just do for fun, for the pleasure, basically for entertaining yourself, for making yourself feel good. And when you're no longer feeling good, you trash them away, you trash them out. Let's think about it like this. Imagine having a rotten food in front of you, and then you keep eating the food, even though you know that the food is bad for you, it's harmful for you. Keep eating the food till it probably gets you sick or gets you to land at the hospital before you stop eating it. Or take, for example, for smokers who smoke every single day, even despite knowing that smokers are liable to die young, they still keep smoking and smoking to probably it lands them in the hospital or they are diagnosed of a terminal disease like lung cancer before they actually stop that habit. That's exactly what this trend suggests in the heart of people, and that is exactly what is wrong about it. And while I understand why a lot of people have decided to settle for this kind of mindset, maybe as a result of past hurts, like their hearts have been broken severally and they just found like a coping or defense mechanism for that. So they feel like when they just come up on a relationship, they don't have the mindset of a long-term thing because they already prepared their mind for hurt, they already prepared their mind for heartbreak, they already prepared their mind for pain. And so that's exactly what it means. And what does this particular trend, what does it portray in general, right? In general, it portrays like a culture or a society where you don't value commitment, you don't value intentionality, you're not driven by purpose, you're not driven by maybe a goal in mind, like marriage, especially when you're talking about dating right now. So it's a kind of trend that also portrays dating as some kind of, or sees heartbreak as an entertainment, like you're used to it, it's just for the fun, it's just for the pleasure, so enjoy it while it lasts. Another thing it can portray or it portrays is seeing love as being a temporal thing, not a long lasting thing, or love as transactional, conditional, meaning that you're just in that relationship for something you want to get out of it, not because you're committed to the person, not because you intend to spend the rest of your life with the person. So it means you just dating without an end goal in mind, dating without direction, without purpose. And this is not even exactly to say people who date with purpose, like they always end up with the person, but it's still good that you go into a relationship with purpose in mind, not just for the fun, not just for the feeling, for not just for the emotions, but purpose in mind. And so now, for you as a Christian girlie, what is morally or biblically wrong about this trend? Number one, when Bible says guard your heart with all diligence, because out of it flows issues of life. This particular trend is saying exactly the opposite. This particular trend is encouraging you to deliberately expose your heart to danger. It's encouraging you to deliberately expose your heart to unnecessary pain, unnecessary heartbreak, unnecessary trauma. And that is not God's will for you. Secondly, this particular trend or mindset is encouraging you to be an abuser or a user. Like, you're in that relationship because of what you want to get. So you're basically using or abusing the person. And this is contrary to God's standard of love. The God kind of love is one that is patient. The God kind of love is one that is kind. The God kind of love is one that is not self-seeking. Yes, the God kind of love is one that looks after another. Like, you look after yourself and you look after the other person. So this particular trend, this makes it totally biblically morally wrong, because you're only looking after yourself. You're not looking after the other person. In fact, it's all about your feelings alone, and it makes you see love as just a feeling. Like, you're playing with emotions, not just your own but the other person's own as well. It also encourages you to just dispose people anyhow, treat people without respect, without honor, without love. You treat them like trash. So it means that when you're no longer feeling good, when you're no longer in love, or when the butterflies are no longer there, the spark is no longer there, you easily discard them. So it's not God's will for you. God has called us as Christians or as believers to respect people, treat people with honor, with love, with kindness, and with respect. And so what does this particular mindset, what does it do to you? Like, the damage, number one damage is the emotional damage. Yes, it damages you, your emotions, your feelings, right? Because when you keep moving from one relationship to another, jump from where when it's no longer working and you're not making an attempt to make it work, and you go into another one, over time you lose the ability to have deep connections with people. You are not able to build a deep, strong connection with that person or whoever it is you're in relationship with. So that is one. Number two is spiritual damage. Like, if you're a Christian now, or a Christian girlie, and you probably find yourself in this situation, what it can do for you or to you is it would change your focus from that which is of God to just focusing on yourself. You no longer know or want to know what God's will for you is, concerning relationship, concerning marriage, because you're just focused on your feelings, you're just focused on your emotions. So it damages you spiritually in such a way that it dulls your connection, your sensitivity to God's voice. You're no longer able to know what God's will for you is in relationship or in marriage. And lastly is the self-worth damage. It damages your self-worth. You, over time, you start to look at yourself like, what else? There's no value in you. You see yourself valueless. You can't place a self-worth on yourself. You can't place value on yourself. Nothing lasts anymore. So you feel like you're useless, and you start to develop hatred and even bitterness for yourself, because you don't see yourself as valuable anymore. Because you see yourself, despite the fact that you're the one living, but you see yourself as being of no value. Yeah. So now, what's the way out? Maybe you're someone who was already inside the mess. Like, you've run. Is it run now? You've run with this mindset for long. And you're probably seeing this video and you're convinced or convicted that it is actually wrong. What should you do? Number one is repent. Acknowledge that you're broken. Your heart is broken and it needs to be fixed. And it's only God that can fix it for you. So run to God. Ask Him to restore your heart. He's the only one who can restore a broken heart. Ask Him to mend your broken heart. Ask Him to fix your trauma. Also, you need to seek therapy or help you should do that as well. And then surround yourself with people who you can seek godly counsel from, people who can guide you on the right path. And if you're someone who has come across this the trending video and you're just indifferent, you don't know whether or not to take it or not, this is a sign for you not to listen to it. And what should you do? Ask yourself first, why do I want to settle for someone who I obviously know is not right for me, is not good for me, not good enough for me based on God's plan or purpose for my life? If you're able to answer that question correctly, then ask God for Him to guide you, for Him to lead you. Ask Him for clarity so that He will direct your path. Surround yourself with people who are of the same mind, like mind. Like the Bible says, you cannot be unequally yoked. It means that you cannot keep associating yourself with people who are not in the same direction with your purpose or your destiny, because at the end of the day, you will drift apart. So surround yourself with people who will draw you more closer to God rather than people who will draw you far away from God. And so that means you have to still surround yourself, go back to God and let Him lead and guide you. Trust God to lead and guide you. So if you watch to the end of the video, I would want you to leave a comment. Tell me what you think about the trend. Tell me if this has opened your eye, what you'll be doing differently. So I encourage you to trust God, trust His plan for your life, and let Him lead and guide you. Do not forget to like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.